Ooh, SiriBot is here. Hell yeah. Now that SiriBot is here, we can get started. Oh, this sounds so fucking weird. Hey, Coffee, what's up? CoffeeBot is here. We've got all the bots here. I got new headphones. Oh shit, I don't have the screen set yet. Oh no. Well, I got new headphones and it sounds like very fucking weird. It sounds so quiet. I don't know what to do about this. I don't hear any crackling or popping. It's kind of freaking me out. And CoffeeBot is here to question if you drank any coffee or tea today. I did not, actually. I usually fucking down an energy drink in the morning. Shame, it's coffee doesn't do it for me anymore. I need to like mainline the hard shit. Coffee no longer, like I can take a nap after coffee. Oh, and tea, forget it. Tea is like the light beer of caffeine. Detox right now. Look, I already have trouble staying awake. I drink tea like water, though. You know, I used to be a big tea drinker. But, I drink my tea black. And, it, like, really badly stained my teeth. So, and I was looking into it, and people were saying, like, oh, just drink it with a straw. And I'm like, drink fucking hot tea with a straw? Are you mad? Who the fuck does that? This is for your good. Return to your English roots and join me as a tea drinker. I'm actually pretty Irish. I don't think the Irish really enjoy the English too much. Yeah, I think we kind of had a little bit of a beef with them at some point, including currently. Oh, I'm so tired. Even with the energy drink, I'm tired. Oh, yeah. Yeah, drink a morning beer. A Bailey's coffee. I had, over Christmas, my family showed me a new thing. Well, at least it's new to me. It's called a, is it cowboy coffee? Oh man, some of that in like hot cocoa. Oh, so good. So I got the Bailey's coffee. I've got cowboy coffee. I mean, if you want to have a fucking hangover by noon, yeah. And that's less a beer and more like actual hard liquor. Well, my city was also colonized by the Brits, so we can still unite as former British subjects. Isn't that like most of the world? I think it's easier to find areas that were not colonized by the British at some point in history. Was Mexico ever colonized by the Brits? I have French Earl Grey to spite the Brits. Oh man. French Earl Grey. I didn't even know that was a thing. I mistakenly bought like, I didn't know how much this was, but I bought like a gallon of hibiscus, like dried hibiscus for tea. And a little bit of hibiscus goes a very long way. I've had that shit for years. And it's so strong. It's still so strong. I think you told me. Yeah, I still, if you didn't want any fucking hibiscus, I still have like, I think a quart-sized bag of it. And I told you how I also have boxes of tea. I guess I need to drink. You know what I need to do is start making iced teas. And that way I can drink it through a straw. And it won't make my teeth look like I have British dental care. Oh yeah, come pick some up. Yeah, because it's totally worth it, right? Like fucking 50 cents worth of flowers. Oh, today's like a very slow animal news day. Like really fucking slow. I guess all of the zoo animals are taking a break on shagging, so there's not a whole lot of zoo babies to talk about. There's not a whole lot going on with like legislation. Um, Even the animal abusers are kind of sticking, like they're hiding in their huts right now. There's not a whole lot of animal abusers to talk about either. So, I did have... Let me see if I can get... Oh, that's right. I put myself here for the, Disco Asylum stream. Wow. Wow. Maybe like here. Fuck the sidebar. I don't care about the sidebar. Sidebar pisses me off, honestly. You know, I try to get Twitter to like, I try to only follow animal stuff, only look at animal things. And look at this shit. I still get relevant people. How is this relevant to what I'm... Everything I do is animal related. I still barely get animal, like, suggestions. I was very surprised that I actually got this news thing suggested to me. Goddamn animal abusers not giving mad_March content. Come on, animal abusers. Get out there. No, that's fucked up. Usually there's like more to talk about, but there isn't so much. And I'm also trying to like, I don't want it to be political. I think Twitter, well, I don't want it to be political in a way that isn't animal related, but I think Twitter thinks I must be British because it is showing me so much like Brit things. Oh, I'm streaming, so my dog had to come in here. Hello. Hi, doggy. But I guess I think last time I was talking about how there was a lot of people that were pushing the UK to be less dog friendly. And what I'm still not entirely sure what the hell that's about. As far as I know, like I don't think Britain has too much of a dog overpopulation issue. They're a small island. I can't imagine because it's so... It's not as big and open as America. America has a lot of space, a lot of land, and I think as a result, we have a lot more strays and a lot more people who just kind of let their dogs roam. So they're not necessarily strays, they're just dogs. We call it running at large when they are unleashed and otherwise uncontained. I don't think the UK has that big of a problem. Yet there is so much shit going on about in the UK about it being too dog friendly. And I would not consider the UK to be dog friendly at all, given how strict they are on the types of dogs that you can own, the dogs that you can breed, the dog licensing. They have entire like types of dogs, like categories of dogs banned, that they're just now I think it's an automatic euthanasia. I think it was grandfathered in for a while, and I think that grandfathered in period is done now. So I don't know why they're saying the UK is so dog friendly. I consider it one of the least dog friendly areas. Honestly, probably the most. I'm trying to think of another place that has as strict of regulations with canines, and I'm coming at a loss here. Maybe France? Maybe? I don't even think France does. But anyway, so now there's this thing that showed up on my newsfeed that Sheffield Park, no fucking idea where Sheffield Park is, but there has been at least multiple people reporting that they're finding poison in these parks. Now, at least one dog is dead from it. Uh, sorry, my dog is like fucking pawing at me and like being incredibly distracting. He knows I'm talking about dogs that aren't him. So, it looks like it's mostly rat poison. I've never seen rat poison that looked like this, but, you know, I'd believe it. So, usually what rat poison is gonna do, and you might know about this, Coffee. It causes internal bleeding, right? And they quite literally hemorrhage to death. They bleed out to death. Usually what we will try to do is give a lot of vitamin K, so potassium. I have no idea what's in rat poison. You never get like kids that eat like rat poison. In America, they make rat poison that tastes like peanut butter. Because that's a good fucking idea, right? Yo, Sadis, what's up? We're talking about rat poison. We're talking about dogs being poisoned. It's gonna get happier, though, because there isn't too much news. Usually news is fucking sad, isn't it? Is that like something with a glow stick? Yeah, it is light sticks. But pretty much, yeah, they bleed out. You'll often see a lot of blood in the urine, shitting like straight blood, that sort of stuff. It is fatal. Even with treatment, it might still just not go, you know, as planned. It sucks a lot. And because this stuff is supposed to attract rats, it's usually, you know, smelling like, oftentimes like peanut butter. And that's one of the big things that we give our dogs, right? Oh, we can't really see the chat. Oh no, how the fuck do I do this? Maybe I'll put you guys over here. Yeah. I don't want you too small there. Damn. I had to figure something out. But so they think that, oh, they're also poisoning chicken too. Yeah. That's not good. The funny thing with the rat poison blocks is that rats are usually smart enough to not eat these. When I was a kid, we put rat poison out, like the little pellets of rat poison. And you know what the rats fucking did? This was like diabolical. The rats, they did not touch a single pellet, because one of the things you're supposed to do is kind of like keep track of how many pellets you're putting out. So you'll know if like one of your kids fucking ate a pellet or some shit. But they did not eat a single pellet. The rats actually hid all of the poison pellets under the kids' pillows. So when we went to like go to sleep, and you know, you'd put your hand under like one side of the pillow, you like put your arm under the pillow, you'd get a handful of rat poison. Like they were out for blood. If my white people make rat poison using metal phosphides, vitamin D-based poisons, neurotoxins, anticoagulants, yeah, a lot of anticoagulants, you do see some neurological effects. Yeah, we human trolled. Yeah, we got fucked, man. They outplayed us. We got outsmarted by fucking rats. So I guess that's happening in this park. It's making it like a big fucking... Like, everybody's talking about it. They say that it might be targeting foxes. I cannot imagine anyone gives a flying fuck about the foxes. I don't know why this one park having this issue. Maybe it's like a big fucking park like Central Park is for New York. I don't know why this specifically blew up. But we've only heard of one death so far. We'll see how this... I feel like this is kind of a result of all of this pushing that the UK is too dog friendly, and I think it's kind of just getting people fired up, you know, because I'm absolutely sure there's people who don't like dogs or who are afraid of dogs or like are accosted by dogs or some shit. So yeah, I'm gonna blame the media on that, but we'll keep an eye on this, see how this is monitored. Trying to think of the last time I fucking dealt with, it's been a while since I dealt with, rat poison in a, dog. And it sucks because you don't know, like, even if they look like they're on the up and up, it's like a good, like, week or two before you can give a definitive prognosis on whether you think they're gonna make it or not. Because they can look like they're doing good for a while, and then just boom. Oh, wait, its fucking kidneys were shot. Oh, fuck, its pancreas fucking exploded. Like, oh, whoopsies, it was internally bleeding somewhere that we weren't aware of. Because you also have to keep in mind, too, like, we have very limited not limited, but, like, there ain't no good dog insurance. Nobody gives a shit if your dog dies, you know? Whereas, like, if, you know, your kid dies, it's some... I'm explaining this in the worst way possible. It's still early. I didn't have my coffee or my tea today. But basically what I'm trying to say is there's a lot more limited funding for animal care. Anyways, what else we got here? Oh yeah, I saw this too. This was kind of trending. I thought this was a good insight on, like, how to be a bad dog owner. Let's check. Nobody got hurt. No animals were hurt. Well, I don't know if animals were hurt, but no animals died, at least. And it doesn't look like any animals were hurt. So, well, I'll just play it first. Look at that dude just fucking swing his dog right up. What's that stick? He looks so pissed off. He is so pissed off. Is he protecting his dog or something? So, when I first saw this section right here, I was like, oh man, that Shiba's going after that French Bulldog. Right? Because Shiba Inus are very aloof dogs. They are not known to be the most friendly to people nor to animals. So I for sure thought that this French Bulldog here was going to get fucked up. But then, look at this. The French Bulldog's actually going after the Shiba Inu. Now, the Shiba Inu, if he defended himself, yeah, that French Bulldog would be fucking dead. I mean, and that's kind of a big Shiba as well. I'm not even sure if it's a Shiba Inu. This looks like it's in China, so it might just be, you know, the mongrel in the area. Whatever mutts they have there. A big baby dog. Yeah, he picks his dog up, puts it in, like, air jail, and he does nothing. So, he's struggling, obviously, to pick his dog up. It's not a Shiba Inu. I didn't... Because Shiba Inus are, like, 30 pounds, right? But I don't think it's an Akita either, because Akitas are much bigger. And they don't usually come, if they're going to come in a red, it's going to be a more brownish red, I think. So I think it might just be that area's mutt, or something like a Kai Ken or a Jindo or something. But yeah, so this Frenchie is still, like, going after this dude. I think he picked up that stick to try to get the French Bulldog off his dog. But, and this woman, the fact that I'm assuming, like, this guy has a leash on his dog. I'm assuming she was just, this thing has no collar, it has no harness. It's possible it slipped its collar. Because look at its neck is like the size of its head. So I could definitely see him slipping his collar. But given what I know of, like, French Bulldog owners, not to, like, generalize, but I would have a good feeling that she was just walking her dog off leash. Because she doesn't have anything on her. She has got no leash, nothing. He's just trying to keep this dog away from grabbing it. The dog, he's fucking struggling to hold. And he could, I think those kicks are just kind of like a, please don't bite at my dog's fucking feet right now. Kicks. Because if he wanted to, he could absolutely punt that dog. I think. And then, like, look at how she picks up that dog, too. What is it? Do you not like the barking? My dog is very upset about this. He picks it up by the fucking elbows. Like, come on. That thing's already gonna have elbow dysplasia. Like, why would you pick it up? Like, it's a tiny little dog. Pick it up like... I can understand him because he was in a rush and that dog is kind of big. That's a little dog. Just pick it up like you're supposed to. Holy shit. Pick it up by its, like, its sternum and its, like, hip area. Like, come on. Anyways, I like to give those kind of examples as to why you should always be walking your dog on a leash. If that dog was on a leash, this could have all been fucking avoided. It looks like she also immediately tried to hold the dog better. Let me see. Yeah, she does grab it by, like, the chest, by, like, the sternum. It's kind of loud, isn't it? I want to know what he said to her so bad. He looks so look at how he's just gazing at her. He looks so pissed. I mean, there is a chance that this was an accident. Maybe it got out of a car or something. I don't know. But the good thing is that nobody got injured. It looks like both the dogs weren't injured, or if they were, it was pretty minimal. And I think a lot of that has to do with him being able to grab his dog. Because if that, he's quite a deal bigger. If this dog, like, actually kind of defended itself, that Frenchie would be so fucked. Especially because they have the Frenchies are already riddled with a lot of health issues. So add on to that, like, a punctured lung when it's, like, already not able to breathe. That would be fucking lovely. Oh, another one with a loose dog. So I read a little bit about the comments on this, and apparently this dog is chained up to this van, like, 24/7. And the thing with dogs that are chained up is that they are so much more likely to bite than dogs that are not chained up, whether they are inside or behind a fence or something. For whatever reason, that seems to be a big marker on the likelihood of a dog biting. What the hell? You mean, like, with the dog being chained up to a van? I can see it being, like, if they chain him up to a van, like, just to go outside. But I guess he's out here, like, all the time. I'd imagine it gives them a very strict sense of territory. I think that, but also I think it's a lot of frustration. Because imagine, like, living your life like this is just your life all the time. And I also think if you're not living with your dog, because, like, what are the chances that people are out here spending, like, hours with their dog? It's not very likely. You're not living with your dog. You're not training or teaching your dog. It's going to be very understimulated, which is going to lead to frustration. And it's also going to be very unsocialized because it's not interacting with people. So I think that's a lot of the reasons for why the chained dogs, the dogs that are chained 24/7, are so much more likely to bite. I think it's a multifactorial thing. 24/7 is crazy. I think, yeah, a lot of places in the U.S. don't even, they either have a city ordinance or, like, a state ordinance where an animal can't be chained 24/7. Or if they are, there's, like, a lot of rules that you have to follow. I know, like, in New York City, They have something weird, like a dog can't be chained outside for more than 15 minutes during like early morning hours, but I have a feeling that's more to do with keeping the peace and not having like barking dogs when people are trying to sleep. Even I can't deal with 24/7. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like if I had to like stay in my room or something for 24 hours a day, I'd probably go crazy too. But anyways, so this is we got a kid here riding a bike. This is the dog here that you can barely see. This looks like we're looking through a window, like a screened-in window. And this is the van that he is apparently tied to 24/7. Oh, you can see he's unleashed. I don't know where that chain is. It's a really shitty video, so it might just be that he got, like, loose from it. But he runs up to the kid. It's hard to tell. The kid falls down. I was gonna say it's hard to tell what his tail is doing. The kid falls down. Dog kind of, like, looks back like, the fuck? He comes... Well, I guess we should just watch it straight, huh? So, the kid, for the most part, is okay, just to let you know. He did get a couple stitches. But he's gonna survive. Oh, wow, this is a whole news thing. I didn't watch this whole thing. So, I do feel super bad for that kid. That's gotta be absolutely terrifying. I follow some subreddits with animal abuse posts from China fairly often as well. Why would you follow that? That sounds awful. When a dog runs at you, how should you react? Does running away trigger their chase instincts? It's really good. Hell, it's gonna depend on so many fucking factors, to be honest. I always say the best thing you can do if you think a dog is gonna attack you is to create space. If you got like that, what the last one we saw, the guy with the big dog that he picked up, he had a big old stick. Granted, it was not really, it was a very long stick. It wasn't a very big stick. But something like that, if you have a big long stick, if you keep the animal away from you, it can't bite you. It doesn't have any long-range attacks. It's got to get close in on you. If they're already up on your shit, you don't want to get dragged to the ground. If they have a collar, I always suggest lifting the collar straight up if you're in a position to do that, because that's going to choke them out. But a lot of times, you know, they're not going to have a fucking collar. So that is gonna suck. The last thing you want to do is to get them to get you on the ground, because now your face is gonna be in a reachable position for them. Unfortunately for this kid, I mean, he's small, you know, he instantly got, you know, taken to the ground. I don't know if this is just... I don't think this would be straight up aggression, because I think the kid would have been a lot more damaged. Like, looking at this. It is definitely a very, I think it's just kind of like a bit of a response to the speed going by. They said that he got stitches, I think, in his ear, which kind of tracks. He's probably really roughhousing. I think if the dog was really scared of him, though, there would be a bigger bite than what was on the ear. Although I haven't seen the ear, so I don't know. The ear might have just been all that he had a good handle on. It's really hard to see what's going on here because of how crappy the footage is. Just shoot them. In this case, that would probably be a pretty bad idea because of how close the kid is to it. So there's a very good chance you would actually do more damage to the kid if you shot the dog. Especially because this guy just comes up and yells at the dog and the dog runs away. Also, when you shoot something in a public area like this, you need to have a very good reason for it. Like a really good reason. Just because of the collateral damage it could do. It could ricochet and potentially do property damage, do physical damage, that sort of stuff. The only reason I know that is because I've had to look into that shit because I do live in an area that has a lot of feral dogs. Like literally packs of them. And at least in America, there are laws on when you can discharge a weapon in a public space like this. Morbid curiosity, I remember seeing kids throwing firecrackers into a cage with an animal inside. That's really sad. That's really fucked up. What I really hate is, I guess, like bug videos, like bugs attacking each other is becoming a big thing. And it kind of sucks because, like, I don't know. I still think that's fucked up. I still consider that a type of animal fighting. It's one thing if you see it in nature, but to create a space like that, I consider it kind of in the realm of, like a blood sport. I guess people don't care too much because they're bugs, but it still makes me... Or, like, if they're amphibians or reptiles, it's still kind of all fucked up to me. What you think, just a random big-ass dog run to you and you just want to play? Nah, they want to kill you, just shoot them. It really depends on their body language. Dogs will run up to you to play. They absolutely will. And you do get dogs that are just very untrained and will jump on you. Or jumpy mouthy is what we call it. When they don't actually want to bite you, but they play with each other by mouthing each other, and they will do the same to people. But that is not appropriate for people. I would argue it's not appropriate for pet dogs either, just because it gets us owners very nervous when we see that. So you probably shouldn't allow that in pet dogs just because, you know, the other owner might freak the fuck out. So even though it is a natural playing behavior, I don't know if I would nurture that, even among other dogs. It doesn't look like the dog is actively trying to pounce and attack. That's kind of what I was thinking. We should look at like an actual attack. The tail is wagging here, but that's not always a sign of it being playful. It could also be a sign of high arousal, which is what I think is probably happening. He's probably, if I had to take a guess, he's probably just highly reactive. Considering all of everything else that I know of, him being chained up 24/7, having minimal human interaction, and the damage to the child actually being not congruent with what we see in a dog attack, where if the dog was like if it was guarding something, you know, like if it was guarding its property or something it saw as his. So he jumps up, and it looks like that's where he nicks the ear. And being so small, you know, and that's such a big dog, it looks like that might be like a Lottie mix. Or like a Rottweiler that was not cropped and docked. Or they're not usually cropped, just docked. I'm not really seeing hackles raised. Hackles raised doesn't necessarily mean aggression. It just means arousal of some sort, but that arousal can often be like fear-based. The fuck the kid dog, there is big gap distance. What type of blind guy misses the shoot? I mean, you have to already be primed. I don't know, man. You'd have to already be ready. Like, you'd have to already know that this was going to happen here for you to be primed and ready to shoot here. I think most people would figure out something is happening here. In which case, yeah, you're probably going to risk hitting the kid. Or if not hitting the kid, making him deaf. Also, you have to consider, too, you might go to jail. You might literally go to jail for, discharging a firearm in a residential area. I don't know what it's like, oh wow, Siribot didn't catch that one. I don't know what it's like in y'all's areas, but like, in some states here, you're not even allowed to, like, some states won't let you have pistols and shit. Some states won't let you discharge at all. In an area like this. It is, don't get me wrong, this is definitely, even if this isn't aggressive, it's still a dangerous situation. It is still absolutely a dangerous situation. Even if a dog was completely friendly, but still being, incredibly, like, I don't know, rude and rambunctious and being very mouthy, that can still cause a shit ton of damage. Which is why I hate when people don't correct jumpy, mouthy behavior. Because it's cute when it's a puppy, but then when they grow up to a 180-pound dog and they're jumping and mouthing at your fucking cheekbones off, you know, it doesn't matter if they were, what their intent was, it's still gonna do damage. We laugh at insects until the aliens come in. Yeah, right? Do not fuck with... No, do not fuck the alien insect. The insect aliens. The fuck are you guys on about? We're not talking about fucking alien insects. Or alien insect fucking. Is this a different occasion here? Wait a second. This guy was a good fuck, by the way. To notice what was going on. I don't think I would even understand what was going on in that short of a time frame while also driving. This is a different... I think this is a different person. I'm sorry, let me just run back here. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that is a different person entirely. So the dog was in the road. So this isn't the first time the dog has escaped its enclosure. This has happened multiple times. Enough where the likelihood of somebody to get out of their fucking car to get the dog... I'm assuming he's trying to get the dog out of the road. A good fuck, yeah, that's like to say somebody's a good person. But just in a very, like, I guess crude way. I should probably not swear as much. Who calls someone that? I do! Stop! No fucking way. Yes way! I've never heard of that. I'm sure HR will kill me. Yeah, if you started calling... Yeah, no, you probably shouldn't do that. I wonder where that does come from. Because I've heard of it. Damn, now you got me second guessing on if that... Well, if it's not a thing, it's a thing now. To say someone's like a really good person. At least here it looks like he might have a collar. That or he's grabbing it by the skin. Yeah, he says he's showing aggression. Considering how unscathed the kid was, I do think it's reactivity. Because reactivity will absolutely look like aggression. Really, the only difference is intent, right? and how you would deal with it. Reactivity can often be helped with just removing the animal from a stressful environment. The stressful environment here being just like it's like putting a polar bear in an exhibit that is just a concrete square, you know? The animal's going fucking insane, out of its mind. And it's dealing with that by being reactive as a result. It's kind of like how I imagine like teenagers, when they're really bored, will start to act out. Except this is just a lot more dangerous. Okay, I guess you know a lot of good fuck in your family. No, nobody in my family's good. Not even me. Yeah, generally overstimulation triggers aggression. Yeah, it's a tricky situation. I think the dog was put down. Oh, oopsies. My thing crashed. I do believe they said the dog was put down. Which I can definitely understand, because what's gonna probably happen, because this happened in America, usually when a dog has because that's a bite, right? No matter what the cause of the bite was, it's still a bite. And what's gonna happen is that the court is gonna be like, okay, the dog has a bite, it's considered a dangerous dog. And they are... Oh, I guess it's not gonna fucking see VC face. Okay. I'll give it a second. And because the dog is going to be considered a dangerous dog, there's going to be a shit ton of regulations they're going to have to follow. And most people... And then if it bites again, it's going to be a situation where the owners knew their dog was dangerous. There's now a paper trail that the dog was dangerous. And so the next time it like bites somebody, basically the owner is gonna get charged instead. Like they're gonna get charged for like assault or something. Yeah, I guess OBS is just not wanting to capture. To be fair, if I bit someone, I'd get put down as well. We don't use, I think most states in the US don't have a death penalty anymore. And if you do get the death penalty, it's like when you're like 80 and you killed like a dozen babies or some shit. Yeah. Yep, yep. Honestly, stitches on an ear, though, that's, like, pretty intense. Because your ear is gonna be fairly small, man. Well, yeah, there's gonna be an influx of dog bites on children because it's getting warmer out and children are gonna be out playing more. Like, that's not rocket science. Like, that was a really stupid thing to even say. Like, don't even report on that. Y'all are retarded. But, yeah, so that's why you don't leave your dog out 24/7, because it's gonna fucking bite somebody. Shit, man. But whether it was a playing, attacking, whatever, it was still a very dangerous situation for that kid to be in. Luckily, somebody came by and stopped, though. Because if he was pulled down to the ground again... Or I think they actually came up when he was pulled down to the ground, and that could have, really helped with him not sustaining more injuries. So on the subject of like shit biting stuff. This is I guess somebody is training if bite work on looks like a Belgian Malinois. Oh, did it actually figure it out? Yeah, there we go. Well, that took a long ass time, OBS. Hot damn. So this is called, usually when you do bite work on a dog, it's called Schutzhund. Not all the time, but it's usually what people are training them to do. In Schutzhund, it's just like, how would I explain it? It's basically a set way of specifically training a dog to, you know, take a person down. Like how you see the police dogs often do. So this dog is probably maybe 3-4 months old. Let's check this out. Oh, younger than that, actually. Oh yeah, a lot younger than 4 months. That's probably like an 8-week-old dog right there. So I'm actually not super happy to see that. And here's why. Hey, what's up? Oh my gosh, it's a YouTube chatter. Insane. YouTube tends to be a little bit more quiet. So I'm not too happy to see this. Because usually when you are training Schutzhund, you don't want that to be the first fucking thing you train a dog to do. Like, before a dog learns bite work, it needs a lot more, like, self-discipline. It needs to learn how to turn off its drive. Now, this dog is probably learning to bite people before it's even been house-trained. And that can lead to a very dangerous situation. I have too many subscribed channels on YouTube to catch streams there. I don't know how people do that. It's just like, I don't have too many people that I'm subscribed to. So I guess it's just different strokes for different folks. I think it's also too that, like, I think YouTube's easier to search for things. Whereas Twitch, it's really hard for me to find shit on Twitch that I want to see. Like, it's really fucking hard. Which is why I started doing the animal streaming, because I couldn't find anyone else who does something similar to this. So I became the thing that I wanted to see. So yeah, I hate this. This dog is, my concern is that this dog is going to grow up to learn to bite people. I don't even think if I heard a command. After he let the dog go and it already started chasing the person, there was some command. So that's not good, because basically what they're teaching the dog is to bite before it has been taught how to let go, basically. Before you teach dogs to bite, you kind of want to work on their drive, but also work on switching their drive off. One of the biggest things that gets these, like, police canines in trouble is that they can't, like, turn off their drive when they're biting. So even though the police are calling the dog off, the suspect or whoever they're biting, the dog will continue to bite just as hard. That is one of the hardest things to train with these bite dogs. So I'm not too pleased to see this happening for a dog who hasn't even, like, probably doesn't know how to sit or lay down or even, like, stop pissing in the house, but it knows how to bite somebody. So that's not great. Hopefully they just keep up on training. Hopefully they do some disciplinary work on him so he's not just running on his drive all the time and he knows how to shut off. My mic sounds a bit weird. Let me listen to it. Alright, I'll listen to it for a little bit. I know that it pops a lot. I don't... It didn't used to pop until, someone demanded that I downloaded this, software for it, and now it just sounds like ass. And I've, like, hated it ever since. It's just popping as usual. I'm used to it at this point. The weirdest thing, though, is when I go to, like, edit videos afterwards, the popping isn't fucking there anymore. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that. If your ass pops like your mic does, you should get an x-ray done. I've already had an x-ray done. But not for that reason. I've got an extra lumbar. It does not mean I have a tail, though. So yeah, I used to, before every single stream, I would do a recording, right? Just like a short 30-second recording. I'd do all the sounds that usually make a popping in the mic, like the K's and the P's and the T's. And it would sound fine. So I was like, alright, cool, awesome, this is great. And I think actually Sadis was in here once, and even though I did the recording, the game sound live stream was so loud. So I don't even bother with the listening to the recording, doing the recording and listening to that anymore, just because it's so, it doesn't appear to be accurate. It just gives me a false sense of security. But yeah, maybe if I kind of move it out of the way. I wonder too, where's the wire? I remember I used to play with the wire before. Now I got a little, like, keyboard thing to fiddle with instead. But I used to play with the wire before, and that really fucked up the sound. That must have been horrid to listen to. And I listened to it back, it was all like... Yeah, Twitch's same sounds a little bit weird, or it's just on my speaker. No, it probably does just sound weird. You say you used to, but that happened just 2 streams ago. Yeah, I used to do it 2 streams ago. Also, I haven't uploaded any shorts in a long ass time because I got DaVinci Resolve, and oh my god, it is so different than the garbage I used to edit videos on. Like, it's nice, but there is such a huge learning curve on that, man. So I've been struggling with that, and I also have 2 videos I'm trying to get out. Congrats on what? Getting confused by DaVinci Resolve? DaVinci Resolve is goated, been using it for a few years, and I'm never going back. Hey, Topher, what's up? I used to use, was it Movavi? And I was like, oh, this is all I need for shorts, that's all I need. But then I wanted to do long videos, and I forgot that they only let you do 60 seconds. So I worked on a video that was like 2 hours long. And then I went to upload it, and it only uploaded a minute's worth. And I was like, oh my god, like, I must have fucked something up. So I was going through and, like, changing the output and everything. I kept saving it as different things. And it was still a minute long. And then I googled it, and I was like, oh my god, the free version only lets you do a minute, 60 seconds worth. And I worked on that for so long. It was so dumb. So then that's when I was like, screw this, I'm going to DaVinci. I'm just going to learn DaVinci. Even though I'm really dumb, I'm going to learn DaVinci. So that's why I haven't been, like, posting fucking anything. One of these days I'll figure it out, though. Oh yeah! I think a couple streams back, Oh man, we gotta, one of these days, I gotta just do a stream on these things. So this is, I call this an exotic bully. Take a look at this thing. Is your YouTube name the same as your Twitch? What a good question. I totally know that. I'm just pausing for dramatic effect. Yeah, mad_March, yep. Wasn't that so much more interesting because it was a dramatic pause? I don't have shit on there right now. So, don't worry about that. She has no idea what she's talking about. I was being dramatic. I can be dramatic and stupid at the same time. But yeah, you'll see everything has fucking Movave as like a watermark or whatever it is. Got it. I checked and got no results. RIP. Oh, you know what? I swear so much. I think I linked it on my Twitch, but I swear so much that they probably hide it at this point. Like, I try to cut out the F-bombs and the GDs and whatnot, but I swear way too much, and I will miss them. In a 15-second clip, I will swear like 5 times. So... Oh, oopsies. Yeah, no, that's, I meant to do that. Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Is Marchie, yeah. No, I just wanted to test you. That's all. Do not stop swearing. Well, I gotta tone it down at least a little bit. I've been told I swear way too much. Oh my god, and one time I put swear like straight on the thumbnail of my stream. And people did not like that. But I thought that meme was so fucking cute with the goose and the stupid little, like, arms. Being like, yo, that shit is quack. I love that shit. She is not both stupid and dramatic. I can be both. I would crash out if there's no more swearing. I'm gonna do one where there's no swearing now. Like, the biggest swear I can do is, HE double hockey sticks. Remember that shit? Like, all the kids would, like, get around and, like, try to skirt the line on what they can say for swears. Why do you hate me specifically? It's not you specifically, it's just everybody. Don't worry. You're not singled out. I don't know why people like swearing so much. I don't know why well, I know why I swear so much. It's because it's fucking habit at this point. Oh, yeah, that's right. This dog. Check it. Check out this dog. And tell me what you think. Oh, shit. That is definitely copyrighted. God, even this video sucks. What do you think of this fine specimen? What is your final conclusions there? Let's see. Nice side profile. They don't even show me your back legs. Oh my god, is that... Wait a second. That's his leg. Oh my god. His penis is actually touching the ground. That cannot be good. Like, that's gonna cause abrasions after a while. Swearing is my identity? Yeah, it basically is, but unironically. I know so little about animals. Oh, well, interesting observation there. Well, the other thing, there's a ton of other things I already thought of, but I thought that was his leg until I saw his other leg here. So these guys go by... Oh my god, I also thought his ear was pierced for a second, but that's just his collar. So these things go by several like different names. I call them exotic bullies. But yeah, it looks like it's too short to walk comfortably is how I'd put it. Yeah, so oh my god, the amount of like issues these guys have, they are really big right now. Or I should say, I don't know about right now. Probably about like 4 years ago, they're probably really big. Now it's all French bulldogs. Now French bulldogs are the big thing. Um, but there's a couple different things to look at. First off, you know, we have our brachycephalic dog, right? Very short muzzle, hard of breathing. We have this terrible crop job. So this is like a battle crop. A battle crop is when the crop is like really close to the head. But you can see, it's hard to see because the video quality is really bad. But you can see it a little bit here that this one is much, this ear is much larger at the top and rounded off, while that one is very slim and pointed. This is what I like to call a kitchen crop. This is a crop that likely I also like how somebody just randomly in the background here, like they didn't even wait for their girlfriend to get out of the picture. But a kitchen crop is what I call a crop that looks really bad, like they did it in their kitchen with a cleaver. Usually if you're gonna get your dog properly cropped, you're going to get it done at a vet clinic where they can give anesthetics and do it in an antiseptic manner. Do it in cleanly, stitch it up properly afterwards. But this is just like, you know, you put the puppy on a cutting board and go chop. That's what we're missing at dog shows. Great stance, but how's his cock? Hey, don't joke about that. They do feel the balls. That was, oh my god, that was in a movie. What fucking, it was, I think it was in a Disney or a Pixar movie where it was like was someone turned into a dog or something, but like at the dog show they had to like be okay with the judge touching its balls. And that was like a huge issue for everybody because it was like teaching people, or it's like they were arguing that it was like teaching kids to be like okay with that kind of well, that no touch, right? Because it was a Disney fucking film or some kid's film. I swear to God, I don't want to look it up because it's gonna put me on a list, but I swear that was a thing. But yeah, they at dog shows, they do feel the testicles. They want to make sure there is no tumors because that can be passed down genetically. 10 out of 10 cock and balls for your Howlancer, tips Fedora, I swear to God. Well, let me make sure it's Twitch appropriate, but I don't think they give a shit about the penis though. Let me see, let me see. The thing is that nobody actually shows the actual judging part of it. Here's handling tips. I don't know if that's gonna be similar to what we want. They're gonna give us tips on how to handle the balls. Because it's actually, like, they have to do this with every male. They do test the balls. What are you saying anyways? Also, I didn't realize how close their hand is to the butthole, too. That's kind of gross. Rear. Okay. Roach top line means the stance there, where the roach back is kind of like a humped sort of back, like the back end is going more towards the ground. See? See? No, that's not the belly. I know where that is. Yeah, they have the hand right on the butt. I didn't realize that. Oh, the audio from the videos. I wonder why the hell that is. And basically, she's just telling you to like lift the tail and shit. And so what people tend to do, I guess, from what she's saying, is that when the judge is like molesting your dog, people tend to just worry about the dog's head, but you also need to be like lifting the dog's tail for the judge, putting your hand over the quote-unquote belly, which was absolutely the where the penis would be on a male dog. Tips, penis, and balls. That's like the whole package. There's a couple parts missing. Don't skip leg day. Yeah, some of that fucking, what is that, a poodle? Yeah, that poodle didn't, or no, I think that cut looks like a Portuguese water dog. Alright, so they don't like it. I think both of those were female, though. But yeah, they do go over. You joke, but they do that. What about a cervical exam for female dogs and prostate examination? They don't do that in the judging ring. They just kind of go based off of, like, vibes. They just kind of feel stuff and just go, like, they do it like a vibe check. But I don't think fingers go in anywhere. I can't imagine. I don't think dogs would be very okay with that. Why I can't catch any Pokemon? Because you rolled a negative luck. You managed to roll negative luck. You can stay with the negative luck crowd. Last time I played Disco Asylum. Disco Elysium, whatever. The entire game, I only got 2 successful rolls, including, like, when I had an 80+ chance on shit. I don't know why you're trying to duel me after you just, like... oh yeah, I gotta do accept, not duel. Right? No, I think it takes a second. So, right, his penis is dragging. That's gotta be awful. That's gonna be abrasions on the sheath of the penis there. That's gonna be, like, actually, like, genuinely painful and a medical issue. His shoulders, I don't know what the hell is going on here with his, like, shoulders and his back. This is definitely a form of dwarfism. So we know dogs that have dwarfism, right? We got our dachshunds, our basset hounds, but this is like a much more extreme dwarfism. The shoulders are set on the sides of the animals instead of under them, like a lot of dogs are. Why my command doesn't work? It looks like it works on my... It works from my end. It's mine aren't working. Did I spell accept wrong? I guess I don't have permissions. Oh yeah, I want to point out the feet too. So obviously hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia out the ass. The eye sockets, because of how like flat this stop is right here, it looks like his eye sockets are very shallow set. So it might have issues same with the pug when if you hit their head too hard, their eye can pop out the socket. Just because it's not too set deep in there. He's got a pot belly like a mini pony. It's insane to me. I don't know if it's his structure or if on top of everything else he also has like intestinal parasites. I'm not really sure. But also look at these paws here. His paw pads, right, his little tootsies, they are not underneath him. They're pointed out. So it should be underneath him, and what is happening right now is like the interdigital space, the space in between the toes, is actually getting all of the weight, which is going to screw up his gait even more. Let's see, what else is wrong here? Man, that chest is so close to the ground. His tail is also being held really low. I don't know if that's just part of their stance here, or if he actually does have spinal issues and does not have full control of the tail. But you should see these things run, man. Or, like, wobble, more like. So, people will sometimes call them pocket bullies. They go by a bunch of different names. I call them exotic bullies. There's no actual registry for them. Like, you're not going to be seeing these walk into like the AKC showroom, right? What they had to do was, because there's American bullies, right? And we know what American bullies look like. Or if you don't, you're about to. It's these guys. Which also are not recognized in the AKC, but they are recognized in the UKC. But even the American Bully, like, Kennel Club does not recognize the exotic bullies. Like, that's how much everybody kind of, like, dislikes them. So the exotic bully people had to create their own kennel club. Their very own kennel club just so that they can have a registry for these guys. I honestly think that these guys, on top of just being mixed with dwarfism, I think they also have a lot of French Bulldog in them. There's no way that you go from, like, these dogs into that. At least not without, like, 100 years. Here, let me try again. Yeah, it's not showing anything. I wonder what's up with that. I didn't change anything. Maybe it's, like, no longer mod or something. I forgot what this was. This kind of looks bad, though. Oh my god, I do that all the time. With a paper towel roll. Okay, now I remember. This is a bunch of shit that I also do with my dog. My dog also does that. Holy shit. So far, we're on, like, what, 4 for 4 for what me and my dog do. Except this, I don't do this. But for some reason, my dog knows when we're going... Sorry, I had to look. On a HIKE. He somehow knows before, like, even I know. And he'll start doing this. And I was like, how the hell did you figure out we were doing this? My dog does that shit too. Why the Well, I know why the sandwich bags. They keep little peanut butter sandwiches in them. My cats would do that shit. They would jump straight up on the counter. That's a good fucking idea. Hold up, wait a second. Like, my dog doesn't give two shits about these, but that's a really good idea. Just remember. Oh my god. That's amazing. I wish my dog cared. Oh my god. These guys are my guilty pleasure. I love these things. Never mind, let's count it as my win. I'll give you a win. I'll give you one. And somehow, yeah, it's always the cheese packets. Like, specifically the shredded cheese packets. Strawberries? Your dog likes strawberries? My dog will, like, chew on a strawberry, and he'll, like, bring it over to the carpet, and then let the carpet get stained red by strawberry. That was great. I can't say the entire part preceding the WALK, I cannot say. What a face, I know. I love husky faces. But the whole Geophora, I cannot say that. Sorry, I had to look and make sure he wasn't, like, gonna get upset. Oh yeah, dog treadmills. This also caught my eye. So back the first shelter job I had, well, I'll just play and then I'll go on my fucking random tangent. That's adorable. That, look at the poor hips on that. I don't think that dog is actually, like, underweight or anything. I think this is, muscle wasting from the back, which is probably why they are on a treadmill in the first place, is to try and get some of that muscle back in there. Yeah, people will put their dogs on treadmills for, like, a workout, especially with dogs that you want to work on cardio or pulling, like your sled dogs and shit. So you have, like, your human treadmills, which a lot of people do, but we'll also, as we go on, we'll see dog treadmills as well, which used to be considered dog fighting paraphernalia. I don't think it is anymore, but it used to be that if you had a dog treadmill in your house, you could actually get in trouble for that. That is terrible for their teeth. That shit has traction. That is awful. That's grinding their fucking teeth down. Oh my god. And it's bad for the treadmill too, but oh crap, the fucking music. I want to know what this thing is. This circle with all of the tennis balls? What the hell is that? I'm more interested in that. But yeah, this is, if a dog is going to be taught to, like, go on a treadmill, this is what I prefer to see. He's not hooked up there. He's just doing it on his own accord. I do get very worried about these dogs, especially, like, with the Great Dane we saw earlier, who is a little bit, you know, slower. Like, keeping tabs on if they are getting tired out and if we're running them to, like, exhaustion. It's like, I forgot the name. The treadmill? Or this little hula hoop thing. The hula hoop with the tennis balls in it. I want to see this at work. But yeah, I like it when they're doing it themselves so that if they get tired, they can stop on their own accord. Like that. Yeah, this is the stuff that he's probably overweight. It's kind of hard to tell with these fluffy guys, but I like that they also, like, have them... Where the hell is this? This looks like an actual gym or something. This is a dog treadmill. This is self-powered, right? You can see it's slightly at a slope here. It's at a slight incline. And it's got slats in it, so basically what would happen is as the dog walks, this obviously will continue to rotate. And he's chained up here, so in case if he wants to run like crazy, he's not going to fall right off. So that's what the chains are for. The harness and everything. And that is how that works. So if they want to stop, they can. That's adorable. So this is another way somebody is... Oh, this is actually a electronic dog treadmill. I guess they must be cheaper. They're training their dog to get on the treadmill themselves by, I think this looks like a turkey neck or something up here that they kind of like tied up here to trying to get to lure the dog up. Yeah, so he's trying to get to the turkey neck by walking on there. These ones, the main issue with these ones is you absolutely have to hook them up there. Otherwise, if they start going ham, they're gonna fly right off that damn treadmill. This is hydrotherapy, often used for dogs who are, or cats too. I've seen it used for cats as well. Animals who are severely overweight might have joint and bone issues. It helps get some of the pressure off of them while they are working out. These are really freaking expensive. They're expensive to have. They're expensive to maintain. They have to be like watertight. You have to clean them up after each time. So it's kind of rare to find a facility with those, but they are very freaking helpful if you have, you know, a really obese dog. Because that lesser impact, it makes a ton of difference on them. But then they're gonna like piss and shit in the water, and then the people are gonna have to clean up the whole dang thing before the next animal can go in. It's just crazy. And speaking of fat animals, fat dogs, I don't think these guys are fat. They're just big as shit. This is... Oh no, this guy might be fat though, because I think they're supposed to have a bit of a nip tuck here. It looks like it just goes straight. This is a draft horse, and it is freaking huge. Oh, that one's a beaut. Oh my god, that one's so pretty. That one's like less chunky though. Oh crap. I gotta remember to turn the music off. Bruh, yeah, aren't they huge? So these guys are meant for like pulling plows and God knows what else. Look at, there aren't too many of these videos with people next to him. But and these guys are kind of crouched, but like imagine him standing up tall, like straight. His head is gonna like barely reach the rump of this guy. Looks big even amongst horses, yeah. I mean, what they say, the first one was almost 3,000 pounds. So workhorse, I would argue a workhorse is a horse that does work. But a draft horse might not necessarily be doing work, if that makes any sense. But I'm not a horse girl, so I could be wrong on these. For example, you might have a draft horse, but all it does is like stand around and look pretty. Or you might be like doing competitions like this. In which case, is that work? If it's just kind of like just a competition, or is it only work if it is doing something that will like get something done, you know, like if it's actually plowing a field or something. Yeah, those horses look crazy. They look crazier than most horses. Like if that's like a full grown ass dude, you know, they're just this rump, and that horse isn't even holding its head up high. Look, oh, his head is like not in the picture here, but you can kind of imagine if his shoulders were like here and his head was like maybe like here. Like look at that. He like maybe hits, his head might hit the shoulder of that horse. How do you even get on that thing to ride it? I mean, I guess they're not really meant for riding, but still. And look at the fluffy boots. Oh my god, they're so cute. But they are monsters. What a long neck guy. Kind of just a long everything guy, aren't they? Look at that big old face, too. They gotta be stocky, obviously, to be, pulling the kind of weight that they pull. Yeah, this, I didn't even notice. Wait a second. Those are just cinder blocks or something. Those are just blocks of things. And there's not even wheels on it. They're just dragging that. Kind of want to see that. Imagine you just kicked by those horses. You'd be dead. My imagination would be I'd be dead. I mean, even getting kicked by like a normal size horse is already not gonna go well. If you got kicked by something like that, why do I ever look at comments? It's just so stupid. Oh my god. It hits like a train, bro. It hits like a draft horse. Like, shoot. Alright, and that's all I really had as far as, like, news. So I put a bunch of, like, dog breed guesses on here. And a cat breed one, too. Timer bonus. I don't know if we want a timer. Let's not do the timer. I probably could do the timer, but I don't know if y'all could do the timer. I have a feeling I'm gonna pass all these with, like, flying-ass colors. Alright, let's see what do we got. This one's pretty easy. I know this one. I actually knew somebody. The command's working again? It just randomly started working. Maybe Twitch was having a fuck up. So I knew someone. First off, I was actually, like, when I was a kid, I don't want to say attacked, because it sounds really, like, harsh. And, like, I didn't even get bit, but, I had a small pack of, like, 4 dogs accost me once. One of them was one of these things, which is pretty rare in my area, especially, you know, back then, like when Jesus was a teenager. Let me see. Do I have to put... Yeah, I do have to put... It's still... No, it's not working still. I knew somebody who actually bred these with, Irish setters. And I was like, you are the stupidest person alive. It just made monstrosities. Because these guys are dumb as shit. They're very prey driven. And then Irish setters are also dumb as shit. And they thought, oh, I'll get like the pretty... Dog breeding doesn't work like a perfect 50-50. They thought they'd get the pretty red color from the Irish setter, and they would get this feathering from the Afghan hound. No, you know what they got? Oops, Ms. Maybe if I wrote mix right, it'd actually show up with something. They got like something like this. Oopsies, wait. I guess I'll put you guys here for now. But yeah, they got something like this. It's fucking stupid. Like, how did that, breeding go for you? Oh, this is easy. Also, I don't like how some of these... I'm feeling like this quiz is ass, because some of them are not capitalized. That really pisses me off. These guys are actually the #1 dog breed in the US right now. They overtook the Labrador, which was the #1 breed for like several years in a row. At least as far as dogs that are being registered in the AKC, which means that these are being bred a lot. At least on purpose. This is a Roddy. It's just Roddy without a docktail. Sometimes you see him with a docktail. Pug, obviously. Oh my god, this is too easy. This is a black Chow Chow. I should have put a timer on it. It's a Pekingese. If you shave one of these... Shaved Peak. They look so weird. Ugh. Why are they all obese, though? Why are they all fat? Do we have one that isn't fat? What is this? Is this the aerodynamics of a Pekingese? The fuck? Why do we need to know this? What is this? Wow, it's still as fat as it was before. A seal looking assy. I was trying to get like this guy. You don't usually see people shaving the head unless absolutely necessary because it's a very dangerous spot to shave. For obvious reasons. Or like this guy. See, like, he was mad at his shit, so they did go ahead and shave his face. Whoa. Whoa. I think that is a seal. It looks like a baby walrus. I can hear them go arf arf with that face. Alright, enough looking at fucking Pekingese. Oh, that's a Scotty. That was the dog in Wizard of Oz. Toto? I thought they might kind of... This is like way too easy. That's a Mastiff. Now, if they put in like Cane Corso and English Mastiff and shit. So this is a Sheltie. You can't really see it here. But these guys have the weirdest, tiniest, beadiest eyes. And like you don't see it in photos very well. But a lot of like the Shelties, the rough collies, the smooth collies, they have a super long nose and very tiny eyes. I'm not even gonna bother trying to find a photo of it because you don't see it in photos. I saw a ton of them in photos, thought they were the cutest thing. Then I saw them in person, I was like, oh my god, this is kind of creepy. We need something more difficult than this. I thought they would throw us some, like, oddballs every once in a while. Now, if they put a Welsh and then a Cardigan Corgi, that would be something. How many more are there? Oh my god. That's a Jack Russell, you can tell by the furnishings, and also it doesn't look like any of the other three. If they put, like, Wired Hair Terrier and shit, that would actually be, They spelled Papillon right? I don't know if they did. These are one of our weird hair dogs. There's a Poolie. I think there's a Moody or a Mundy or something. A Labradane. Oh, now you know this is bullshit. The fact that they're putting Labradoodles and shit in here. That's so dumb. Pomeranians are like my guilty pleasure dog. I think they're so fucking cute. That's a Chinese crested, but they also have powder puff Chinese cresteds as well. And I think the powder puffs look pretty damn cute. This is like a powder puff. Look at how cute that thing is. Oh yeah, here's a good, here's a hairless one next to a powder puff. Their genetics are so weird, the way that they have naturally hairless like body, but then furnishings. It's pretty, yeah, it's very odd, isn't it? Oh no, not the hairless. This is like a this is like an in-between a hairless. There's something in between there. Yeah, also, I will say though, the hairless ones, they're definitely unique. You're not going to mistake that for any other dog. Like, even the different types of hair, there's multiple hairless dogs, you know, but I don't know if there's any that have this kind of localization of hairlessness. Hairless animals creep me the hell out. Why? They feel like velvet. They have like a little bit of skin of a fluff coverage. It's hard to explain. Unless they have an actual skin condition. They're pretty cute though. Honestly, even the powder puff ones though, they still don't have the hair around the face, which is so odd to me. That's the Akita. They actually, the AKC just recognized the Japanese Akita. There are two classes of Akita now because we took Akitas from Japan a long time ago, and by we I mean Americans, and we made our own version of the Akita, which is actually more aggressive than the Japanese Akita, and I think it's larger too. So much so that now the fucking Akitas, the Japanese and the American Akitas, are two very different dogs. So now we are categorizing them as two different dogs. There's the Akita and then the Japanese Akita. That's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Now, what would be interesting if they put the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel next to the King Charles Spaniel, which, very similar name, look quite different though. Or is it the Cavalier King Charles? Ooh, there's a Cavalier, and then I think there's the King Charles. No, 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 no. I think it's just that the Cavalier is so much more common. Yes, these are the two damn different. This is how you can't even fucking Google search them anymore. These are the two different spaniels. You have the King Charles Spaniel and the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Can you guess why one is more popular? Can you guess? It's because one's fucking ugly. I love how I'm talking about how ugly these dogs are. And the Pokemon thing brought up a cutie fly. I am biased for cute, hairy fur balls. I like the furry animals too. I especially like them if they let you brush them. I really love brushing animals. As you can tell from my fluffy cat. That's fair, yeah. Fuck my luck, I'll give up on this shit. What did they say? Like 99% of gamblers give up right before they hit it big or some shit. Cavalier King Charles. Yeah, yeah, that wasn't interesting at all. Alright, something a little harder, hopefully. Embark is a dog DNA test. It's pretty accurate, in my opinion. I think this is going to be guessing mixed dog breeds, which is going to be infinitely harder. Exactly, that's why I keep throwing my salaries in stock. Stock doesn't have to be gambling, I don't think. I don't know, I don't have stock. Try to guess all the breeds in Snickers breeds makeup. 8 out of 8, okay. Add up to 8 guesses. Okay. Oh shit, okay, so we gotta guess what's in here. We got very forward-facing ears. Try not to look at the color, because the color is going to make you think Lottie or Doberman or something, but there's a lot of different dog breeds that have, this is called black and tan. There's a lot of dog breeds that carry this. Okay, a good guess for any mixed breed in the US is going to be a Pit Bull Terrier. The forward-facing ears, we have very round eyes. The village dogs are pretty much... I wish they'd tell me where the animal came from. Village dogs are basically going to be a no-go. Not in America, at least, unless you got it from somewhere else. And maybe a coonhound? But what kind of coonhound? Oh my god, there's so many. My cat is super cuddly and it changed me into a cat lover. You used to not like cat? Were you a dog person before? I think Treeing Walker Coonhound is the most common one. Shit. I feel like Lab is a good... Those forward-facing ears, man. I also gotta think, you know, if you see a four-legged animal in the forest, it's not a zebra, you know? And that's hard for me. That is really hard for me. I want to say there's some sort of hound in this. What hounds you got for me? I think I might just go black and tan. Even though black and tan is not the most common hound. I want to say an Asian breed too, because those ears are very tiny. You got big eyes. Fuck it, we'll drop Chow Chow in there. For those that don't know, Chow Chows were so fucking huge in the 80s that they still show up on embark tests today. In like a lot of dogs. They're in like the top 10 dog breeds that are in America because of... In like mixed dogs because of that shit. I just used to think cats are like assholes who eat your foot and then tell you to fuck off. Husky, that's a good guess. Probably Siberian Husky. Alaskan type Husky is like all those mutts that are used for sled racing. And a shepherd of some sort. We got two more. Doberman Pinscher. I knew a lot of people who thought like cats were like really mean. I grew up with cats, so I honestly, even though I don't have cats currently, I kind of consider myself, I'm probably more of a cat person. Just because that's more of like what my lifestyle adheres to more, I think. You know, like look through some of these. Say cattle dog. Alright. Nicely done. Okay, submit. Your guess is? Wait. How do I find it? Matches where it's Pitbull, Chow Chow, and Lab. Oh, yes! Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's see, other guesses. Yeah. The cattle dog was really thrown out there. As a neat, I like my indoor cat. Indoor cats are definitely easier for us people who don't like going outside. For my pup's reveal, it's not ready for... It's not my pup. What do you mean? Okay, it's this one. Australian Shepherd. I put down cattle dog. Damn, that was very, 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 very close in my opinion. Australian Shepherds are not as common as cattle dogs in America, and I think that's mainly because, cattle dogs are often left to roam a lot more than Australian Shepherds are. And thusly they will, fornicate more, right? So that thing, I guess, is mostly Australian Shepherd. Next one was Pitbull. That was my first guess. What else we got here? Oh, third was Chow Chow. That's, I'm assuming that's where the very forward-facing ears are coming from. And the tiny ears. Labrador Retriever. That's always a safe bet too, just because of how prevalent they are. Great Pyrenees. That one I did not pick out at all. But considering he has Australian Shepherd, that kind of checks out. They're both like farming dogs. Rat Terrier, never would have gotten. He's got the black and tan. That's a black and tan dog right there. And then Super Mutt, which is just like a conglomeration of a lot of things. Can I do another? How do I do it again? Is it just the one? Stop it! Guess the breed. Yeah, I want to do it again. Oh, is it the same fucking dog? Fuck. Can we only do it once? That was fun! Oh. I think I can only do it the one time. Okay, there's a quiz here. Sad. I know, that was really fun. I was excited that I got Chow Chow out of that. Oh, this is easy as shit. Frenchie. Oh my god, it's this shit again. That's a Keeshhound. Pug. Lab. Golden, I guess. If they put lab, I would have gotten... I probably would have immediately went for lab. Oh! Gordon. Gordons tend to come in black and tan. Someone put their dog up for tests and that's it. The results probably. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Because I was reading the other thing. It's like, oh, you can put your dog. And I was hoping that maybe it would just like cycle through a bunch of people who have it public, but I guess not. Mini Schnauzer. Oh. I don't know if Embark tests for dingo. Oh my god, it does. Okay. That's a Beag. That's not a Bernese Mountain Dog. So I guess it's the other option. Fuck, that was too easy. Alright, how about this one? 98% of people can't guess these 50 cat breeds just from one image. Let's see. Let's see if I'm 98% of people. If you specifically search that website, you might be able to find more links. You think so? You can try. Shop. No, I don't want to shop. DNA and health tests. Is that guess the mix? That might be interesting. Mixed breeds are a lot more difficult to guess, obviously. We could do this. It looks like people are posting it in this, the 220 comments. Fuck it. Fuck it, let's do it. Oh man. This is gonna be difficult. Oh, that is a really difficult picture to guess from. We've got some big ass ears. Wow, this is difficult. Big upright ears. What the fuck is gonna have these big ass bat-like ears? Chihuahua, maybe? Because I'm also trying to think of the dog breeds that are common. Because normally I'll be like, oh, that looks like a Russian toy. Papillon. It's not very common, but oh my god, do I see Papillon. We're gonna throw Pitbull in there as a safe one. It's a safe bet. But, like, unironically. Chihuahua, Pitbull, and Chow Chow. Very safe bets. Oh, let's see. Fuck, what would have that kind of furnishing? What would have this long-ass hair? Maybe some sort of spaniel? Cocker spaniel? Long hair like that. Wouldn't it be a Pekingese? They don't have that kind of, like, furnishy sort of hair. Long-haired Chihuahuas do. I got a Chihuahua and Papillon. And I put Pitbull down there for funsies. It's kind of a rough picture to guess from. Because all we got is... You can't even tell the rough size of it. I want to put down Cocker Spaniel, I think, or some sort of Spaniel. American Cocker Spaniel. Or just Cocker. We'll just go with Cocker Spaniel. I feel like long-haired Chihuahua is riding heavy on this one, I think. I do want to take up all the guesses, though. What the fuck else would have these furnishings? And that kind of light... That very light brown. Like almost a cream tan color. Because Chihuahuas don't come in that light. Cockers do. Pomeranian? I didn't think what else. Almost like it's got like a fucking mane here or something. Yeah, because really all we're going by is like the ears, the fact that it has long hair, and its eyes, because you can't even really get a good grasp of the size of the muzzle. Let me look at some of these. Watch it be like some dog from like South China or something. A coyote. Oh, could it be like a Sheltie? Gray wolf. Hong Kong village dog. Dang. Trying to think of other small dogs with long hair. I have no idea village dog is a breed. It's not so much a breed, but they test for it because if they did not put like let's say like Hong Kong village dog, if they didn't put Hong Kong village dog as a thing, then your dog will come up with like a ton of these really weird random breeds. Like it'll be like 0.5% this and then like 2% that, and it'll be like a bunch of breeds you never heard of before. So it's not that accurate if you do it that way, but what they do instead is that they I guess they check it to see where that kind of grouping of genes tends to come from, and they will put that into a village dog. Also, it's a very, very mixed but unique locally. Yeah, it is a landrace. Yeah, it's just a group. Exactly. Yeah, I so badly want to say fucking Russian toy. 'Cause look at how fluffy, how fuzzy these guys' ears are. And how bat-like they are. Okay, I think... Ooh, a Yorkie. What the hell's a Woodle? I'm gonna go Yorkie. 2 out of 8 guesses. What other fuck... And it's so bad because, like, I'm being like, oh, small breeds. And I bet you anything it's only gonna have, like, one small breed in it. It doesn't really have a brachycephalus, like a flattened nose. So I don't want to put in too many flat nose breeds. Oh wait, Pomchi is literally a thing. I did not know that. What was the other one? I know somebody said Pomchi, but didn't someone also say like another, like very specific name for a mix? Like a Papchi or something? Lapa also, maybe. 0 guesses. Alright, let's see. Let's see how many I got wrong. Alright. Let's see. Chihuahua, Pomeranian, and Cocker Spaniel. Who guessed Pomeranian? I think Sadist guessed Pomeranian, right? Yeah, Pomchi. Let's see these breed results, man. Okay, I don't give a shit. Show it. Mostly Chihuahua. Probably long hair, right? That second was Pomeranian. I was not thinking Pomeranian. I thought the ears were way too small for the Pom. And that guy has big ass, like, antenna ears. I was not thinking that. Oh, and then it's a ton of Super Mutt. Bichon Frise. I was kind of thinking Bichon Frise, but I was like, I thought their hair was a little bit too thick. Pekingese, which I just, like, randomly put in there, I think. Cocker Spaniel, which I put in there for the furnishing. Super Mutt trademark, yeah, right? I forgot which ones we actually put in there. Chihuahua, Pom, and I think it was Cocker Spaniel. Yeah. They had Bichon Frise. I mean, DNA is definitely a lot more than looks, right? I definitely do trust Embark as being one of the better, like, DNA kits. I don't think that they're, like, incorrect on that. It gets very difficult when we start getting into dog breeds that are this fucking mixed. Let's do another. Alright, let me try to not look at the... like, the comments on it, because people will definitely be like, oh, I totally guess Basset Hound. I totally guess Grey Wolf on that. Like, yeah, sure you did. Alright. Ooh, this is a rough one. This is a terrible photo for guessing. Alright, I see we have very forward-facing ears again. DNA phenotypes dominate something. You should look into, like, how size can differ and shit. Like, all the different locales that size can be in. Oh, dog genetics are crazy. Technically, dog colors come from, like, the mutation of just, like, 2 colors. Black and red. and that's how we get every other fucking color. Not gonna lie, it's really enjoyable. It's like my brain is getting muddled from this. I'm still not good at basic DNA inheritance questions. We'll get better. We'll get better as time goes on. I'm seeing a ton of shepherd. I don't know what type of shepherd, though. What do we got here? They like to... the elite don't want you to know this, but there is not that many Anatolian shepherds as they want you to believe. German Shepherd, I think, is a really safe bet. We do have a elongated snout like a shepherd might have, but look at these eyes too. God, I wish I could, like, open image in new tab. Oh my god! Image made bigger. Nice. Okay, the eyes could just be squinting. Fuck, man. This is like... Can I put in Super Mutt? Will it let me put in Super Mutt? They can guess Super Mutt, you bastards. If y'all can guess Super Mutt, let me guess Super Mutt. I want to say there's some sort of collie. It is not likely that there's collie in any dog. But these kind of like squinted ass eyes really make me think that there's collie in it. Maybe like a border collie? That's probably going to be the most common collie we're going to come across. Because collies tend to have those very like squinty eyes. Let's see what else. This coat type is like, it's short hair, but it's not super short hair. It's kind of like that hair that like blows out, I think. Which would also track with German Shepherd, but we need to make more guesses. We have a kind of a wide skull. What do you think? Maybe Labrador? I don't know if I see any type of pit bull in it, though. We got a bit of a back saddle here with the kind of darker hair on the back. But again, this can be explained with German Shepherd. The darker ears, though, and the ears, they are forward facing, but they're set to the sides. Don't know if I see any hound in it. Because the thing with hounds is they tend to have floppy ears, but they also tend to have very rounded ends. And this guy's ears look quite pointed here, don't they? I don't know, we could always guess like a beagle or something. Beagles are pretty prominent. I'm kind of throwing like everything at the wall here, aren't I? Let's see, we've got a herding dog. We got 2 herding dogs, a gun dog, a hound. Should we put a toy and a working and non-working too? Let's see. I don't know what most of these are. Australian cattle dog could be the wideness of the skull. I know it looks German Shepherd or some mixture. I have no idea. We gotta at least, they give us 8 guesses. We gotta use up the guesses at least. Australian Kelpie is incredibly unlikely here. I'm gonna go cattle dog. Gonna guess cattle dog. Maybe we should put pit bull down just as like a safe bet. And there's a good chance that it's not 8, right? But they're gonna give me 8 chances. Do you want to go with Anatolian Shepherd? And Great Pyr, maybe. Let's do Great Pyr as well. Great Pyrenees. Alright. We hit a bunch of the shepherdy dogs. Since all I can think of when I look at this thing is a shepherd mix. Let's see. Let's see it. Ooh, we got more matches this time than like ever before. Lab was in it. Australian cattle dog. That was just a Hail Mary. German Shepherd. Yeah, we all could have guessed that, right? And pit bull. American Pit Bull Terrier. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so it's mostly lab. I would not have guessed that. I really would not have. And followed by pit bull, really? That was just a I don't know what else to put down guess. Chow. I was thinking of putting Chow Chow down too. But I was like, no, that's stupid. I can't put down pit bull and Chow Chow for everything. I know. I'm telling you. In America, Chow Chows were fucking huge. And now they are in every mutt as a result. My dog's Chow Chow. Part Chow Chow, at least. Fuck, bro. You know what? Look at these neck flabbies. These little neck flabbies here. He looks almost like he has a butt on his neck. That's the excess skin. That could have been from the Chow Chow. And also the fluffy here. I don't know if you can... It's kind of a poor quality photo, but like you can see this... Almost like he has a collar of fluff. Because that's what my dog has. He's got excess neck skin, and he's got like a little bit of a collar of fluff. Not this extreme, but a little bit. Dalmatian? Are you kidding me? Dalmatian? And only that takes 11%? Okay. You want to talk about crazy dog genetics. Crashing out like exams in high school. Dalmatians are so fucking rare! Think about the last time you saw a Dalmatian in real life. And they were kept under lock and key, weren't they? Like, they weren't just chilling around. Oh my god. Yeah, if you want to talk about, like, bullshit fucking DNA, my mom has a dog. You would think it was just a black border collie. It looks exactly like a black border collie. And we did a DNA test on it. 0% border collie. No border collie. None. Zilch. 0. And it looks exactly like an all-black border collie. Actually, wonder if I can, like, find a picture of it. I don't think I have a picture of it, but let me look. I'm trying to find, like, a picture where I don't dox myself. Because dogs are amazing at doxing people. Because they wear a little necklace that has their fucking address on it. So that's always great. It's such a bad picture, actually. Because, like, you cannot see anything. It just looks like a... Because she's all black, so I'm not even gonna bother. She's all black, so it just kind of looks like a puddle. I cannot believe there's fucking Dalmatian in that fucking thing. Super mutt. Okay, yeah, figured as much. Australian catalog, only 8%. Well, almost 9%. That was like a Hail Mary, though. That I just threw out there. And German Shepherd was one of the lowest at just fucking 7%. How many more breeds do we got? Staffordshire Terrier. Okay. I know. Wow. German Shepherd was the second lowest of all these. I'm shook. And there's Dalmatian in it. There is more Dalmatian in this thing than there is German Shepherd. Yeah, it's lower than everything except for Staffy. Everything except for this boy right here. That's fucking wild, man. Oh, I would have gotten that wrong. If that was a dog at the shelter, somebody would be returning it for it not being German Shepherd enough. I would be getting yelled at because it was a lab. I never would have figured lab, though. I mean, come on. I'm a little bit butthurt about that. I think I'm gonna quickly, did we already do the cat one? Yeah, we already did the cat one, didn't we? No, we didn't. I'm gonna take a break and do this cat one. Because that kind of got me pissed off. Not gonna lie. I think I'll do better with cats. 98% of people can't guess these 50 cat breeds. Do you think I'm gonna be part of the 98%? Identify the cat breed in this image. Pissed off. Alright, that's gonna be a British Shorthair. Ragdolls, I'll show you all what a little ragdoll look like. It's kind of hard to explain the mask. But they're usually gonna have blue eyes and some form of a mask. It can be like a van pattern, it can be like a point pattern, but it's gonna be some kind of mask. Persian, obviously, we know they have a much flatter face than this. British Shorthairs, they come in many colors. And they do have a flatter and rounder face, but it's not as flat as a Persian. Alright, it's one. It's kinda actually... What the heck's a Mekong bobtail? So this is a Siamese, not this color point here, this coloration where the extremities are a darker color than the rest of the body, that is called a color point. You can have different types of color points, right? So like this could be like a grayish color and that would be a blue color point. This dark brown is called a seal color point. They also have more intricate ones, like if you have kind of like a red or like an orange tabby coloring here, right? And down the tail and everything, that's called a flame point. So they can get pretty intricate, but this is a Siamese. Other breeds can have this color point though. It's just that Siamese always do. This one is actually a Maine Coon. I'm getting kind of pissed off because they're already showing kittens, which is not very helpful when trying to figure out an animal's breed. A lot of people tend to think that their long-haired cats are Maine Coons, but the big difference between what a long-haired tabby and a real Maine Coon, besides the genuine like size, these guys are huge, but look at how boxy this muzzle is, how big and boxy that muzzle is. Don't know. Yeah, here's a good example. Oh crap, it's gonna actually bring me there. Let me open image. Take a look at just kind of put you guys over here. Yeah. See how I don't know how else to explain it other than like kind of showing it side by side. How like this kind of looks like a normal pointed cat face, and then over here it's like very boxy looking. So he's got that boxy face. Obviously it's not a ragdoll. Obviously it's not a Sphinx. So this is going to be, I guess, a British Shorthair, even though it's not very short. Oh, it is a ragdoll? Ragdoll cats have blue eyes and a distinct color point. This cat has neither of those things. No. Oh, you mean this one that I got wrong? Let's see, gray ragdoll? You know, it's like the gold versus blue dress internet meme. What? Really? What? Oh. Let me look, gray ragdoll. Okay. But that one still has blue eyes here. I'm not so sure about that one. I think they're lying. Alright, this one's easy. That's an American Shorthair. You don't know the gold-white versus a blue-black dress thingy? Yes, I do. But... I didn't think they would work with cats. This one's easy. That was easy as shit. I think there's a really funny story with these guys. One of these days I'll have to, once I finish a single long format video, I'll have to make a video about, like, really stupid animal breed history. Don't trust your eyes, just get gaslit. You can't trust anything that you see. Or hear. Alright, I don't know what a sulfolac is, but I think they're making up some of these words. So a Selkirk Rex is gonna have curly hair. So this is a Burmese. Burmese kind of have they do have a flat face, but it's almost like they somehow managed to make the like the eye socket shallow without having a super flat face. I don't know. But you can look at these eyes, they almost want to bulge out, you know. Oh, that's easy. That's a Bengal. Everyone can identify a Bengal. The funny thing is that Bengals are a mix of a wildcat, right? But they did research and they found that, like, the Bengal's coloring, all of the genes associated with, like, the colors and stuff is actually found in already domesticated cats. So we did not have to breed them to be, like, these crazy, partially wild cats to get this. Which I thought was really funny. That one's easy. So I guess I am 98% of people. The Foldex. I don't think that's a thing. So, Russian Blue, obviously we know them as gray cats, but there are other cats that are quote-unquote blue, like the Korat, I think, is one of them. So they're not the only ones. This is a Burman. So a Burman is... oh my god, there's so many stupid Persian-like things. I think a Burman is a color point of a Persian, and then if you mix the Burman with, I think, a British short hair or something, and then you can get a chinchilla, which in some cat, which is a type of cat, which in some cat fancier groups is considered a color of the Persian, but other ones consider it like a different cat breed. I don't know, it's crazy. They're very cute, aren't they? The one thing that you have to, you know how I was talking about how dogs get a freebie blood transfusion and how cats there's mostly two? Oh, this is the other blue cat I was talking about. The Korat. I really thought Korat was Russian. Wow, okay. Apparently they're from Thailand. The cats have basically two blood groups that we care about, right? A and B. And most of them have A. Except for purebred cats. And purebred cats tend to have blood type B. Which means if they need a blood transfusion, they need to get it from, obviously, a blood type B, which means they probably need to get it from another purebred cat. Which is going to be pretty rare to find. Okay, got to go. My time has come. Uh-oh, that sounds not good. Okay. Hopefully we'll see you later and you don't mean, like, permanently. Oh. The crying face. See ya, sadist. Have fun. So these guys, you can tell they're Persian. They're probably going to be, besides maybe the British short hair or the exotic short hair, can get really flat face too. But the exotic short hair, obviously, is short hair. And then the Persian is going to be like a long hair. They're going to be your most flat face cat breeds. And cat fancy groups now, they're kind of based. They won't accept any more like flat breeds anymore because of health issues. Like these guys have been around for ages, so they're like grandfathered in, but they will like really not accept a lot of cat breeds because they are they consider them inherently unhealthy. The Charteau, this has bobtail in it, so it's got to be that. The Charteau, I think, is another blue cat breed. Where the hell the Kuril Islands are? What the hell is that? Wow, that's beautiful. But really, where is it? Show me where it is on a map. Oh, okay, so... Oh my god, it's way over here. So what, does Japan own that? That Japan or China? It's like way the fuck up here, I think it was. Yeah. Very fucking pretty place, though. Oh, Scottish Fold. I found out from working at an animal shelter. So the a gene that folds these guys' ears is actually I think a recessive gene. So you will actually occasionally get to cats that have straight ears. And those are called Scottish Straights. So you would think like, oh, they look like normal cats. It's so different in person. Like, they have a much more rounded face. Their fur, I don't know what it is. It's just like their fur is like a chinchilla soft. Like, they just kind of look like normal cats when you look at them here, but they, like, in person, this cat looked fucking different. Like, I didn't know what was up with it, but I was like, this cat doesn't look... I don't want to say it doesn't look normal, but it's like, it's just not like your average cat. It's hard to explain. You have to see them. But we got one in at a shelter I worked at before. And I didn't even know what it was at first. And then I saw the surrender papers and I was like, oh, it's a Scottish Straight. And I had to look up what the hell Scottish Straight was. But yeah, they have a super round face even with the pointy ears. Their ears are tinier than like normal, which again is like really hard to see in these photos. I think this guy's a good example, except he's a little brachycephalic. But their ears are like really smaller than normal. I think a lot of people are calling their cat Scottish Straights too when they are not Scottish Straight. And look at this dude. Look at this dude. But the folds in a Scottish Fold is caused by a lack of cartilage. But that lack of cartilage is not localized to just their ears. That lack of cartilage is everywhere. So they get like really bad joint issues when they get older as a result because they have very little cartilage. So I wonder if the Scottish Straights have less of an issue with that. I didn't look into that. These are Siberians. So there is they kind of look like the ragdolls with the blue eyes and this kind of like a point stuff going on. There's been this like rumor that these guys are hypoallergenic. They are not. No cat breed is inherently hypoallergenic. At least not so, more so average than the average cat. The TLDR with that is that we cannot find what gene causes like a cat to produce less of the allergen. Every cat produces some of the allergen because it is in their saliva. It is a protein in their saliva. So any cat that has saliva is going to produce it. However, some cats just produce less of that protein than other cats. And there doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason to it. You can have some cats within the same litter that produce more or less. The parents can produce more or less. So it's like kind of a complete crapshoot. I think the rumor was going on about Siberians having less allergens because there was a study done on Siberian cats. But it was a very small scale study, and it was also funded by the Siberian cat breed association. But like on larger scale studies, it didn't seem to correlate anymore. Oh, American Curl. So these guys, obviously, they have their ears curled, kind of like backwards. They're kind of a newer breed, I believe. I don't see them too much. I don't see why anyone would give a fuck about them, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of like with all cat breeds, huh? It's just all like looks. Whereas dogs, they have a lot more of, not to say that the cats don't have personalities, but I think dogs, their personalities kind of matter a lot more for their work. But cats just only needed to be cats and they were useful to us, as in like eating and hunting shit. So when we started breeding them, it was mostly for looks. Oh, okay, it's not a pixie bob because that's a bobtail. Oriental bicolor, it's not the two colors that bicolor means. And Oriental cats are going to be the really slim face, which, by the way, also, Siamese cats are supposed to be Orientals. So I think this whole test is kind of bunk. Because a lot of people just have pointed cats, because color points can happen naturally, and then people will call the cat you can have mutt cats and one can be pointed, right? And then people just call it a Siamese. And actual Siamese cats, I believe, are gonna have the very slim face. Yeah, like these guys. But then you have like this. This is what I know to be a Siamese cat. And then you randomly have like this shit going on. There's not two types of Siamese cats. So I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Wait, so round-faced Siamese are fake Asians? I think so. There's not two types of Siamese cats. Round versus... It's not like, you know how, there's a traditional apple head, old style, classic, and modern wedge. That's from Catster. You know how with the Chihuahuas, they say that there's a quote-unquote apple head and a deer head Chihuahua? Alright, let me... Apple head versus deer head. So, one of these things is real, and one of them is not. Can you guess which one? This is like the breed standard. Is the quote-unquote deer head Chihuahua. The applehead Chihuahua is more like, kind of like what breeders breed because people like to buy them, right? People really like the short muzzles. I guess because we look at it and we kind of... in the big heads, because humans look at this and we see, like, human baby. And we find this cuter than on this, right? I don't know of... like, in the breed standard, I don't think they have a difference of the head style of a Siamese. And they keep, like, referencing shit like Reddit and Catster, so I might have to look more into that. Life with Siamese Cats is just a fucking blog, it looks like. Not really gonna trust ASPCA on breed stuff, because that's just not what they fucking do. Standard of points, here we go. Seal Point Siamese Cat Club. Oh, cool, it's not secure, I love it. Head, long and well proportioned, which would be like the long heads I show, with width between the eyes narrowing in perfect straight lines into a fine muzzle, like a thin muzzle, with a straight profile, strong chin, level bite. Yeah. Should be wedge-shaped. So that's the Siamese club. So yeah, that's just, it's looking like there's only one acceptable shape, which is wedge. And everything else is just kind of like what breeders breed because people want... There is a, demand for it, right? So I'm thinking this is wedge, because they said not, like, because there's space between the eyes. It's triangular. It does go down to, like, a point, but it's not, like, thin. Like, it stops at a point. So that's, like, your general Oriental breed. And that's what they call them, by the way. I'm not trying to be, like, mean or anything. It's actually what they have different groups of cats, and a group... like an entire grouping, kind of like how they have hounds, and one grouping is Orientals. And I don't even think it has anything to do with where they come from. I think it has more to do with their look. And I think it's just made popular by the Siamese cat. Identify the cat. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Aussie cat. These are another cat breed that was mixed with a wild cat. I forgot what it was mixed with. Can't be ocelot. They wouldn't mix a cat with an ocelot, right? Oh, no. Okay. So they just call that because it looks like an ocelot. In IT, there are master and slave computers as well. I did hear about that. Yeah. But I think they are changing the wordings now. It's gonna be hard to get used to, huh? I wonder, like, how our parents and grandparents felt when they started changing around a bunch of different words. If for nothing else, just for, like, clarification issues, you know? I, like, what the fuck did they change? The Amur tiger used to be the Siberian tiger. Like, motherfuckers, I can't pronounce the R at the end of Amur. What are you doing to me? Siberian was hard enough. Like, shit, man. I think they did something to the... Oh, the Patterdale Terrier. It used to... Well, they're still a Jack Russell Terrier, but they, in the AKC, they're a Patterdale Terrier. But I think they're starting to diverge into two different breeds now. Oh, this is Egyptian Mau. Oh, I don't know what the hell a California Spangled is. I think they made that one up. Obviously, it's not a Siamese. Egyptian Maus are known for looking exactly like a gray tabby. Almost anyone who is looking for a cat would do well with an Egyptian Mau. This place is such bullshit. I hate... Who is this? Zoo.com? Y'all are bullshit. First off, telling me that one thing was a ragdoll. Like, get fucked. Alright, Devon Rex is another curly coat breed. Why did they use a cat that's yawning? So a British long hair, they're gonna have a flat face. A flatter face. Rage bait maxing. They really are. I'm good at fucking cat breeds. I want to slap these people. I want to say Turkish Angora. Turkish Angoras tend to have color on the head and the tail. This guy does not have any color on anywhere. But that might also be possible too. I just don't think his face is as flat, but it's hard to tell because he's yawning. I'm gonna do it. Yep. Yeah, the theory is that these guys actually swam over from a boat that was like sinking or some shit. Let me see if there is white Turkish Angors. So that's not a very good oh my god, I'm thinking of Vans, not Turkish Angors. Okay, never mind. It was the fucking Vans that they believe swam over. Turkish Angors are the white cats, that's right. This guy, that is a Rex. If you see Rex at the end of a cat breed, it's got this weird kind of like wavy curly hair thing going on. So these guys are often considered to be hypoallergenic. It's not necessarily that they are hypoallergenic, but they do not shed as much because the hair gets caught in this kind of wavy hair. Now they still shed, and it also means you have to regularly brush them. But that is something you possibly do. I can't believe my fucking mic still pops. Oh my god, that's ugly. What the fuck? What the fuck? What did you... This literally looks like Grumpy Cat, and Grumpy Cat was a deformed cat. Maybe it is Grumpy Cat. Fuck, what was Grumpy Cat? Grumpy Cat was a Himalayan, wasn't it? I think that is a bad example of a Himalayan. This is a fucking Himalayan. These guys are bastards. They're trying to fuck with me. No wonder 98% of people get it wrong. It's because you're putting Grumpy Cat down as like a breed example. And Grumpy Cat was a deformed, like, kitten mill cat. That's a Himalayan. Jesus, you bastards. I want to know what a Dragon Lee is, though, if that's even a thing. Okay, so it's just what people are gonna call their brown tabbies, alright. There's no way that Dragon Lee is actually a thing. Or Dragon Lie, or whatever the hell it is. Alright, let's see. It's not La Perms. La Perms are gonna have curly hair. I think Roz is made up. I'm going with Norwegian Forest Cat. They look like they have these big-ass paws. They are kittens, which again, bastards, you can't get a good grasp of what a young animal is going to look like when it grows up. But it's got the pretty big ears. This guy right here is really the one that's making me think Norwegian Forest Cat. As opposed to any other, like, long, large cat. They are going to have a more pointed snout than the Maine Coon. Remember the Maine Coon had like kind of like a boxy snout? These guys are going to be more pointy. Let's get an actual example of a Norwegian fucking forest cat. I don't know if I'm going to trust anything with zoo in the name anymore. And why the hell does Litter Robot have a thing about cat breeds? Like, what the fuck? Cat Fanciers Association, but I don't like how it's white. Because it's hard to really grasp the muzzle when it's white. They have one that's colored. No, I guess not. Alright, I'll just take my word for it. They have a less boxy muzzle. This has got to be a Tonkinese. I actually had a friend. Was it Tonkinese? Yeah, it was Tonkinese. They they bought a purebred Tonkinese kitten from a breeder, right? And it like died at like a year old or something. It had heart disease, which is another very common thing with purebred cats, is that they have hypertrophic cardio issues. So it died of heart disease. And the breeder was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll give you like money off for a kitten." So she bought another kitten. Died at 2 years. Granted, it lasted a little bit longer, but it died at 2 years from the same shit. And the breeder was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here's money off. Not even a free kitten. Here's money off on another kitten. She kept falling for this. And I just like, and she would be so sad when the next one would die. She'd be like devastated. And just like, how can you not see that this is where this is going? Like, your past 3 cats died of heart issues. What do you think is going to happen with this other cat that you bought from all these other cats that had heart issues? It's just a loop? Yeah, exactly. It's just going to keep happening. I guess it's one of those deals where, like, you know, you have a kitten kind of swung in your face and you have a hard time resisting, which I understand, but... Ooh! 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 Now they're getting me. Now this is difficult. Okay. It's not a Sphinx, obviously, but we got the 2 Rexes, the Cornish Rex and the Devon Rex. So these are both cat breeds that have curly hair. The Devon Rex is kind of your quintessential curly hair cat. I'm seeing this black cat here has some curly whiskers as well on the eyebrows. Which is making me think Devon Rex, because I think they have such a intense curl that it curls up their whiskers as well. Yes! 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 Alright. Now that one was a hard one. Just for shits and giggles, I want to see the difference between the Devon and the Cornish. Bruh, okay, so let's see. They're gonna tell me which one's which? Alright, so the Devon Rex, at least for this, from fucking Catster. I don't know how much I trust Catster. Fuck huge eyes. Humongous ears. How about this guy? Yeah, the Cornish... This one, the Cornish Rex, shows fucking huge ears. These guys look like fucking similar. That guy obviously is fucking photoshopped. I guess the world will never know. This guy looks like a Devon Rex to me. I don't know why. Am I right? Yeah, that's great, but you don't tell me which one's which here. Cornish Rex. Yeah, I don't know how I... Okay, so the Cornish Rex has fuck huge ears. With fucking ginormous eyes. So very shallow eye sockets. The Devon Rex looks more like a normal cat. I think the Devon Rex, I imagine, is an older cat breed because it's less fucked up. That is my assumption. Even though this guy looks like he has fuck huge ears, but... That's the other blue. There's a lot of cats that are known for just being blue. Or a dilute black, really. The Chartreux. That's a Bombay. I didn't even have to look at it. Bombays are known for being, they're always all black and they have fuck huge eyes and the eyes are yellow. I think they might also be green sometimes. Let me look. But this is like when somebody has a black cat. Oh, fuck. I'm probably going to get a million just actual black cats. When somebody has a black cat, they will always say that it is a Bombay cat. Yeah, they always have yellow eyes. So they're pretty easy to distinguish. At least when we're talking about purebred cats. Because if you haven't noticed, I don't think there's been any other all-black cat. A lot of cat breeds like to stay away from their breeds being all black just because they're not... Nobody wants them. That's easy. Oh wait, no it's not. I just realized there's also a Manx. Japanese bobtail versus Manx. They can have differing lengths of tails. I'm gonna go with the Manx, I think. Damn. A bunny tail that can be well, you don't really give us a good show of its tail. It looks like it has none. Minx. Yeah, see, Manx tail can range from it being literally, like, non-existent, like here. It looks like somebody actually took a bite out of its butt, to something like, this guy here, who has, like, a little bit of a nubbin. And even, like, this guy's got, like, a chunk of tail. So they can have varying degrees of, somewhat varying degrees of tail, right? Japanese bobtail, I believe they have a poof at the end of their tail. Ah, I guess not. It's also a little bit difficult too because, like, I feel like there's a lot more naturally, like, manxed cats, naturally short-tailed cats, in Japan as well. Like strays and shit. I wish they could tell me, like, the difference between the Japanese and the Manx. Now, the long-hair Orientals, that's where I start to slip. Balinese, I don't... Singapura, I think Singapore is a lot hairier. So let's go with the Balinese. Yep. Singapura. Oh, no, never mind. Not at all. Actually, it kind of looks like an eye. It's a little freaky, isn't it? So this is the exotic short hair. You know how I was saying, like, there's a very few breeds that have as pushed in of a face as a Persian? This is the other one. Is the exotic short hair. Oh my gosh. I can't see its tail. Are you fucking kidding me? So it's not a Singapore, so it's going to be a Manx or a Pixie Bob, but I can't see its fucking tail. You guys are you fucking bastards. Oh my Christ. Pixie Bob? Man, you bastards. Fuck you. No wonder 98% of people get it wrong. I want to find whoever did this, whoever made this. This is a Singapore. We just looked at this cat. The Nebelung, I think that was the Russian blue cat. Don't give me a one that has a tail issue if you're not going to show me the tail. This guy does have very traditional Turkish van markings though. So much so that they call this where just everything is white or mostly white except for like this head part. They literally call it the Turkish van marking. Yeah, these are the swimming cats because they're said to love water. They believe that they swam over to I don't know, wherever the fuck they're from. Turkey, maybe. Ooh, that's not a turkey van. That's a Somali. It's a very beautiful cat. So we saw Abyssinian. I like how they can't even type the cat right. Oh my god, you're right. Look at that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say we'll take this with a grain of salt, and we'll just say that I'm 100% correct anyways, right? I think this is the La Perm. Yeah, I saw American wire hair, and I was like, wait a second. My brain short-circuited there for a second. Yeah, these are a newer cat. People love their weird, like, hair varieties. Sure, I completely agree that you are 100% right 100% of the time. Perfect. I'm glad that we can agree on that. Are you kidding me again? It's not Avenese. How will I know it's a munch? I don't think it looks like a munchkin. It looks like it has long legs, but it's definitely not a wire hair either. Why give me something about the legs if you're not going to show me the legs? American wire hair. God damn it. What the hell does an American wire hair even look like? Guys? Guys? That's not a wire hair! That's not a fucking wire hair at all! You bastards! I think this fucking quiz was set up by a bot. I think they just searched Shutterstock for cat and then like words like, in this case, wire. And they just put down whatever and they didn't overlook it or anything. There's no fucking way. This is a partially wild cat. I can tell because how fat it is. Savannah is one of those cats I don't think Cat Fancier Association, the CFA, accepts as a cat breed. With the argument that they have to keep mixing in the wild cat to keep it being a Savannah, because otherwise I guess it just gets like watered down into a normal looking cat, normal-ish looking. Oh my gosh. It's not a bobtail at least. Ragamuffin. Yeah, ragamuffin cats just kind of look like anything. I think Ragamuffins one of those cats that like their demeanor means a lot more than what they look like. Oh, that's a munchkin. That's a munchkin. So here's the Peterbald is another one of those hairless cats. Here's the cool thing about munchkins, right? So you got your munchkins. And then you have your hairless munchkin cats, which are called elves, I think. And then you have your that reminds me, I have no idea when you said brown tiger with van pattern. Yeah. That is this kind of pattern. You can sometimes, it's when they have color on the head, mostly color on the head and the tail. See? Head, tail. Heads, tails. Sometimes they will have color elsewhere. You can see this guy's getting some color up on the spine here. This guy obviously has some color here. This guy's got some color on the side here, but it's a very high white on the body. Its back has a lot of colors too. Kind of like this. Like if it's a high white, I personally would consider it still a van coloration. Or like this. It's now curled into a ball and sleeping in your bed. Cute. A lot more, huh? Like 50%. Okay. I might be off on my, van color point then. Not all cat colors can be so easily just kind of put into a box. No, that's why you must be 100% right. Yeah, your cat is just the exception to the rule, that's all. You can take another photo. Don't wake her up though. Don't let sleeping cats lie. Munchkin cats, not donuts, guys. Alright. Yeah, here is the insanity that is Munchkin cats. Oh, son of a bitch. Open image. You bastards. Okay. Oh, Bambino. That's what they call... They call the hairless munchkins Bambinos. Then they call the okay, so it's all falling into place. So they call the where is the ones with the curled in ears? They call the ones with the American curl, like the curl that in ears and munchkins, they call that an elf, and then they call, for whatever reason, the hairless munchkin with curled ears a dwelf. These guys. To be fair, when I stand up from my chair, he'll wake up straight away. Yeah, that's kind of how my dog is. Or when I actually go to bed. Yeah, my dog follows me to bed every single night. They kind of don't look like cats anymore, do they? I really, really cannot like hairless cats. These guys feel so velvety, though. I saw a dwelf. It was actually, at a, emergency vet clinic. It was a cat that somebody had surrendered. Probably due to health reasons, you know, they just didn't want to deal with it. Oh my god. What is it a Lorette cat? Oh, no, not the fucking cat. Korat. If that's not it anyways. Peterbald. I'm getting all of my, cats that I thought were Russian, but aren't Russian, mixed up. You got these guys, too. These guys are like oriental short hair cats. I mean bald cats. Wasn't there another one? Ugh. If you don't like these guys, you're really gonna hate these guys. These are partially hairless cats. What do you think of them apples? Alien looking, not gonna lie. What, the monkey? They are called Loikoi? I guess it's supposed to mean werewolf. They have a condition where their hair grows sparsely and they shed a ton. Is this actually gonna... Can I watch this? Can we watch this? And they have different, a lot of the hairlessness is around the face. But not for all of them, obviously. Oh, I guess it just means wolf, whatever. Balding, I can understand. Wait, no. I totally don't understand what that means. I don't empathize at all. Yeah, a lot of these weird ass mutations, by the way, we find in feral cat colonies and cat hoarding situations. And then we just take that cat and instead of like spay, neuter, release, we take them and we breed the shit out of them. I thought they're kind of cool, but I guess that doesn't look real. That's fake news. I guess they can have some pretty rough skin issues, though. And you have, like, different levels of, like, hairlessness on them as well. Like, some cats are fairly well-haired. You can kind of see it a little bit here. Like, this guy on the right has quite a bit of hair. Has quite a bit of hair loss, but these guys are fairly well-haired. This guy's pretty hairy, too. Anyways, where the fuck were we? Ooh. We know it's not the Abyssinian or whatever, and it's not the Devon Rex. That's a Havana Brown. Havana Browns have a very neat chocolatey brown color, which I don't see very often in cats, just period. It is I love that color in cats. Hair loss is such a weird thing that I absolutely do not understand. I know, I don't really either. In, at least in animals. I guess there's a gene. Actually for the hair loss, I'm not sure about that one. Hairlessness, sure, but I haven't really looked into the genetics of the, those werewolf cats. That face, I know, he looks kind of like, he looks like he's judging you. I would love that out of a cat, though. I would want my cat to judge me, keep me in line. Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't even a good fake photo. This is like something you'd see on fucking AliExpress. This is bullshit. It is so bad. What the fuck is this supposed to be? Apparently it's a Toiger. Let's look at what an actual Toiger is and not like the fucking pictures off of Temu. Oh, toy. Alright, so it's a brown tabby. I don't know what else to say, really. I know humans, definitely not me, take meds for hair loss. I didn't even know there was meds for hair loss. I didn't even know that was a fixable thing. Alright, it's not an Oriental short hair, because remember, Orientals are triangular. Pixie Bob, I am going to kill somebody if this is a Pixie Bob, because it's not even showing me a tail. It's not even showing me most of the cat. So I'm gonna go with whatever the fuck a Ceramic is. Motherfucker! That's it. It looks like I'm gonna have to end stream early. I can't. You bastards. You absolute bastard. This is just a... This quiz is fake news. I'm like livid. I'm absolutely tilted from this quiz. I started doing this quiz because I was tilted from Embark, and now I'm tilted from this too. Let the anger consume you, join the dark side. I did this to not get angry. Putting them mad in Mad March. This is bullshit. First off, you only give me the face. The last one was just really bad fucking... I would even call that Photoshop. They copy and pasted that from MS Paint. And then you give me a Pixie Bob, which I can only tell from the body and tail. This one has a bobtail too. These guys have bobtails. How the fuck was I supposed to know that? I'm getting real sick of their shit right now. That one was on me though. I should have known better. I was thinking that one was the brown guy. This one. It's getting to the point where I'm so angry that I'm getting bad at this. Surely these can't be Oriental short hairs. Right? They aren't a good... They aren't very Oriental. These are like Oriental short hairs. They have like almost a domed head. They have fuck huge, like elf-like ears. These are just really bad. They just kind of look like short hair cats. Cat looking. He looks cute. Look at these his ears look like bat wings. I love that. They're definitely a different looking cat. A lot of the cat breeds are just kind of like, I feel like they're just color swatches of the same cat. But at least Orientals look pretty different. Oh. These guys have super duper like rounded off ears. That on top of that, and also being like this kind of dilute gray, like smoky gray looking color. Now it's a Cymric. Which, by the way, I didn't know what the hell that was until I Googled it. I would have gotten that wrong. Well, no, I probably wouldn't have gotten that wrong because I know it's not a Sphinx and I knew it's not a Burman, so. Now these guys... Are they a Peterbald? I think they're a Peterbald. Yeah. It's hard to tell from the picture. Because it could just be a very short hair Cornish Rex. Alright, now this one I think is a snowshoe. So snowshoes are kind of like, what was the other one? The Himalayan? But they have just a sloppier, like, pattern. Their pattern isn't as perfectly symmetrical. That picture is such a weird composition. It looks almost AI, this one. It was really hard to see, wasn't it? It's like this guy's head melts into this guy's neck. I would not be actually... Okay, no. His leg is here. His other leg is there. This guy's leg is here, and that guy's leg is there. Okay. I mean, we did get, you know, this gem. So I would not be at all surprised. And we have definitely gotten a few cats that they said were like one breed that absolutely were not that breed. What? It's not, I guess it's a color point short hair. Short hair is just basically... This actually looks like a Siamese, though, which pisses me off. First off, it's a kitten. I already said I get pissed off when they give me kittens because you don't know what they're going to look like completely until they grow up. But also, short hair is literally a color point short hair, I'm pretty sure, is just a mutt cat. They're just describing that it has this type of pattern on it and that it is a short hair cat. I don't think it is a breed. Yeah, the color point short hair breed was initially created by crossbreeding Siamese with American short hair, the same mixture that created the Oriental short hair, but with different goals. What are the goals? Is it just to have more colors? Is it just so they could have more skins? And tell me cat breeds are fucking stupid. Alright, we know it's not an Egyptian male. There are only gray tigers. We know it's not the Nebelong because they are long hair and kind of like a smoky charcoal gray. So it's probably this thing. It's an exotic hybrid. I didn't know that. What the hell is it mixed with? Male Chalsies are not usually fertile until after 4 or 5 generations. Oh, jungle cats. I'm pretty sure that's what the damn Bengal cats are mixed with, though. Wow, they look really plain for dealing with that level. That kind of explains why this guy's like outside in this weird ass cage. For that level of having to deal with wildcat bullshit, they look really plain. Like, who would bother with that? Not that looks is all that matters, but, you know, usually if people are gonna bother with something like a Bengal cat or a Savannah, they're doing it because the cat looks cool. Okay, so this is what they actually look like and not like that. It kind of looks like a what is it, the Abyssinian, kind of? That's kind of cool, though. Oh my god, look how long those legs are. Let me fucking move my dumbass face out. No, that's that. Look at how long those legs are, man. Can we get this guy next to a person? Or is that literally the jungle cat that they mixed it with? I think that's the jungle cat they mixed it with. Yeah, that's the jungle cat. No, I just want the jungle cat. You can have your fucking your brown house cat, thanks. Like a human model. What was Yo, he looks chunky. Look at his ear too. His ear is like tipped off. Oh, it's a rescue, that's why. Okay. I was thinking this was like the Feline Cat Association. I'm like, guys, you put a tipped cat. Tipping an ear is something that they do when they fix cats, especially if they are part of a trap neuter release program, so that you can see the cat has a cut ear and you'll be like, oh, that cat's already fixed. So that's what tipped ear means. And it's usually not something you would do for a cat that is gonna be like used for breeding. Because they're fucking fixed. These guys look pretty cool. And not as cool as the rusted spotted cat, though. Look at that thing. Look at how tiny it is. Look at his little fuzzy tail. His tail is all fuzzed up. These things are fucking adorable. These fuckers I'm gonna, fucking brown bag someday. People wanting to breed jungle cats and shit. I don't care. Show me the cat. Look at that. Look how cute. Yeah, so 3.3 pounds. I keep that in mind. An 8-week-old domestic kitten is going to be about 2 pounds. And that is a adult tomcat, which tend to be larger. And so they're really tiny, so I guess we don't like just see them too much, I guess. I'm not really sure. Whoa, wait, did somebody actually already get a rusty spotted cat into the fucking US? Into like the pet trade? So that's what I was gonna do. Shit. Yeah. Fuck. It's already happened. I'm joking, by the way. I wouldn't want to bring a likely endangered. I haven't even looked into it, but I bet you dollars to donuts and it's an endangered animal. But I wouldn't want to create a demand for a wild endangered animal. like that. I'm just actually surprised somebody did do it, though. I thought it would be harder. Hell yeah. So a kilo was a 2.2. If they said 1.5 is... I don't fucking know. I forgot what they said. I want to know, I want to know how they got it. Because Big Cat Rescue, or Big Cat Sanctuary, I think that's Big Cat Rescue. I think that's the one that had, Carol Baskin, I think. Is it in Florida? I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. But obviously it's a rescue animal. How the fuck you get it? You probably got it from a private person. With lawyers and money, everything is possible. Yeah, with enough money, you can just keep getting people to try and, like, bring it into the country. And eventually one of them's gonna get through, you know? I mean, it might... The issue is that when, like, they get to customs and they don't get through, they are, put to sleep. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, so this is... was I talking here or was I talking to somebody else? About zoo training. I think I was talking here. So this is what I was talking about with the training with the zoo animals. They're training this cat to just kind of chill by the edge of the cage here for vaccines. Starts out small, but you know, you add more and more to it. Right now it's just you trying to get the cat to stay at the cage, and then you're gonna start introducing, you know, yeah, I think she even said that she's gonna start introducing the stick. Yeah, she's just putting the stick up there, and at some point they're going to actually poke the animal, like probably not with an actual needle, but just poke it with something, and eventually the day will come where they have to actually poke it with a needle. So this is how gradual the training is for these animals, because obviously they don't want to stress the animal out having to go in there. It's dangerous too. I mean, I know it's a small cat, but they can fucking rip you up. So it's dangerous for the person. It's really stressful, potentially dangerous for the animal too, to like have to go in there, do it, like force them to the ground, or give them tranquilizers. That's always going to be dangerous because of things that we use to tranquilize animals are not usually very kind for animals who have heart disease. So if we can do it without sedating them, that would be perfect. But what this tells me, though, is that you could, very likely, if you had the money and the connections, I think you could get a rusty spotted cat. Yeah, even human tranks put burdens on the heart, I think. Yeah, I know there are sedations that are less, you know, problematic for the heart. Like instead of using dexketamine, butorphanol, sometimes, to keep an animal sedated, we might use propofol, which is much safer, but I can't say the risk is zero, you know? There's always going to be a risk there. And that's the shitty part, is that even like if an animal is going in for a routine spay or neuter or routine dental cleaning, you can never say that there's zero risk of anesthetic death. There is always a risk of anesthetic death if there's anesthesia involved. It is never a, it's always going to be a non-zero number. But I will probably have to head out soon. let some doggies out. I am very excited. I'm both very excited and very not excited to see that Rusty Spotted Cats have made it to the pet trade. Like, I'm excited because now I'm like interested in that and I want to like look into that. I'm not going to get one, but I'm interested in how this happened. And I like going down rabbit holes, but I'm not happy because that's a bad thing for these cats, just like in general. I mean, like here it's in a it's now this guy got stuck in a rescue. You know? Like he's not in the wild, he's not in a I don't believe he's going to be in like a zoo for a breeding program because we don't know, you know, his genetics or anything. So he's just going to kind of be like stuck here, I guess. I don't want to say it like in a bad way, but he's not going to be like adding to his species, if that makes any sense. So that does suck for this guy. Or maybe not for this guy, but for the species as in general. He might be fine not being a father. But anyways, thank y'all for hanging out. I had a ton of fun. I hope y'all did too. Next stream, oh my god, it's gonna be Friday. I'm gonna have to find something to play for Friday. I found out Backpack Hero is fucking abandonware, so I deleted that. I have to figure out something to play. But I will see y'all Friday, and hopefully y'all have a great day. Bye. Bye.